on HSN.
At HSN, we love our crafters. So we're bringing you top-rated picks crafters love.
It was so easy to use.
Plus, experts will share their top tips. Join us on our next craft event on HSN. We love our gemstones to be beautiful, colorful, and durable. That's why we give some of them a little more love. Enhancements may require special care and may not be permanent, while others may last a lifetime. For more information, visit hsn.com and search Gemstone Care to see our gemstone enhancement chart.
Welcome back into Now That's Clever, everybody. My name is Guy. We're having a great show so far. I said earlier in the show, I have a little bit of laryngitis, but so just bear with me if I get a little scratchy. I'm okay. It's just a little bit scratchy. But welcome into our show. Had a great first hour. Our second hour is chocked up. We've got a great today's special coming your way from Dyson. But I wanted to mention something, a couple things real quick. This is our big deals weekend, so we got a lot of great things going on. Okay, in addition to our regular great prices, we're doing free shipping on all electronics. We're doing 5 flexible payments on everything, and we're giving away $40 if you sign up for a brand new Hsn credit card today, and you can use that on any single item purchase that you pick up, including our today's special, which we'll be getting to in just a moment. I was saying hi to all my Facebook friends. Glad to see you guys. We're not doing Facebook Live today just because I gotta kind of rest the voice a little bit because I have 3 hours tomorrow at noon, but you'll see me tomorrow on my gardening show, noon to 3. What are we looking at here? You know, let me tell you, there is nothing that beats a really good stretch. At my house at home, I own one of our Roger Teeter Inversion tables, which I love. I've tried this item before. It is absolutely amazing. It's called Homedics Body Flex System. This is like, it's almost like a yoga instructor comes to your house and gives you an incredible stretch. It is amazing. It's a customer pick. Almost every review is a perfect 5-star. It uses awesome, what we call precision air chamber technology to inflate and deflate the chambers in the mat to give you that feel of a great stretch. Your lower back, your buttocks, mid back, upper back near your neck. There are 6 soothing stretch routines. It even has built-in heat. See how it cups under there, underneath your backside? So it gives you, watch. That's what helps to elongate and move the spine, which gives it a great stretch. It has a programmed hand controller, which is right here, so you can utilize all these different things. Lay it on any flat surface, get on it, and prepare to have your life changed. I'm telling you, this thing is amazing. It's great for seniors as well that want to get that great stretch but really can't get out of the house. It's perfect for you there. I have the only airing of the day, so if you want to see it, Lisa Kirshner, who's wonderful and knows all about health and well-being, is going to be talking about that in a bit. But come on over with me. We have the opportunity, because we work very closely with our friends at Dyson, to bring you absolutely one of the most amazing deals of the year. What we're doing today is we're not only giving you great air purification, you got to clean the air, right? You wash your hair, you wash your clothes. Air's the most important thing in your life. You want to clean it, but it's also a cooling fan. It's a true 2-in-1 from our good friends at Dyson. Here we go. Your next presentation of the best value of the day. All right, it's legendary technology from our friends at Dyson. The quality is second to none. This is a true 2-in-1. We're not only gonna clean the air, and I'm talking about true HEPA filtration, multiple level filtration, but you can also utilize it in the warmer months of the year to move the air and keep your rooms cool. There's an air mode monitor inside that checks out the air quality. I love the Dyson Link App, which allows you to personalize your own environment. It comes with that incredible magnetic remote control where you can adjust it, the timing, you can adjust the speed of the fan, you can adjust the oscillation. We are giving you a filter, a 360-degree filter, which is, in my opinion, the best type of air purifier are the cylindrical air purifiers, especially when they're slender like this, because it's gonna suck that air in from all directions and it's gonna purify it. And then it allows you to cool the air. You'd be amazed at how quickly these pay for themselves if you just turn your AC down and you kick a fan on. And with that nice sweeping action and that extra far reach, with that, it's like jet propulsion reach that they have, they call it jet focus cooling, that's gonna keep you nice and cool. Over 1,300 people have already picked it up today with good reason. They're gonna absolutely love it. I wanna show you the colors, and then we're gonna break down all the different things and all the features as to why this is so great. So first of all, it does come in white. And remember, every one has a little bit of a two-tone to it, has a little bit of that nickel color in it. So this is the white. That's the magnetic remote control. It just sits right on top. Right, you can see it kind of slides into position and it won't fall off. We also have it available in the, I'm gonna call this the nickel. Yeah, this is the nickel right here. So it's kind of a gray on gray. And then finally, and you can see this one is called iron. It's a little bit of a darker color. So this is going to allow you to not only clean the air, and I always talk about that. I've got air purifiers all over my house. I never had them before I worked at HSN. All right, and by the way, we keep filling this with smoke to show you how quickly it gets rid of the smoke in the chamber. Why is this an important demonstration? Smoke, my friends, is one of the hardest to get rid of, okay? Because the smoke molecules are so tiny. But you're gonna watch how this chamber clears out. It's actually taking it in through the bottom and letting the air purify out, and see how that chamber became clear? That's why, like, smoke is tough, because you know how you can smell a fire way before you see it? You know, you could be in your house and you're like, something's burning. I can't see smoke, but that's because those little molecules are so teeny tiny. And it'll not only do smoke, it'll do odors of every type. It'll do dander, pollen, allergens, okay? Multiple level, okay? And get rid of all those things in the air. So why is this value so great today? First of all, we have the lowest price that we were able to find anywhere by a long shot. We're gonna carry this every day here at the network at $449. You're already $110 less than that, okay? If you purchase separately, it's almost $550 to get this same unit. This is the tall one, okay? So this is the one that covers the most area. So you would pay up to $549. We're doing it for one day only at $339. We're gonna give you not only the purifier cooler 2-in-1 and a built-in air filter, we're giving you an extra filter. That's an extra 6 months to a year of filtration that you don't have to purchase. That's a $70 value. That is also included with this. To pay for it, $68 on your credit card. If you would like to get an HSN credit card today, well, guess what? We'll take $40 off that price. You're now paying $299. With the extra filter, with absolutely free shipping and handling. Loaded with features, the oscillation, the temperature control, the sleep timer, the night mode, all those things I talked about, that airflow technology. But here to talk about it in a little more detail is our special guest, Natalie Greger, joins us live. Hi, Natalie, welcome into HSN. And what a great,
hi guys.
What a great value we have on probably the best brand out there when it comes to cleaning the air and moving the air.
You got it. This is such an amazing value. It's so hard to find a Dyson right now, but especially a Dyson at this price, and you're getting that extra filter. So this is our 2-in-1 smart tower. It's going to intelligently purify all year round, but not only that, we're working double time for you. It's gonna work as a cooling fan. It's bladeless. You can see here, no blades. My pinwheel, it's working. My pinwheel is actually louder than the machine. This is acoustically engineered to be so quiet. So even if you have it on a level 10, you can still enjoy your favorite reality shows. And you know what? Allergy season, it's here. I can feel it right now. Summer, it's right around the corner. So the beautiful thing about this machine, it's gonna trap and capture 99.97% of allergens and pollutants as small as 0.3 microns. Those are all the things that we cannot see in the air, so that bacteria, mold, pollen, pet dander, right? Even those smoke particles. So you can see here that human hair. Think of that diameter of the human hair, and 0.3, you're like, what does that mean, Natalie? That's 100 times smaller than a human hair. So it's doing this all in this one machine. Pretty amazing.
You know, Natalie, what I love about it, and I own one of these, not this exact model, but another thing I love about it, and let's call it what it is. When everybody comes to, or anybody comes to my house, they're like, oh, whatever, you got a Dyson. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love having my Dyson so much. There's a certain cachet to having your Dyson because they put not only, Natalie, the incredible technology into it, but Dyson has style. We know that, whether it's their stick vacuums, all that stuff, they just have a lot of style. And a lot of people really aspire to that because they know they're also getting the technology. It's very similar to like our Bose connection, you know? You pay a little bit more, but you get so much more and you get such a better product. Today, you're not gonna pay a little bit more, you're gonna pay less than anywhere else that you check. As I said, 1,330 already gone today. All you need to do is pick a color. I wanted to grab the filter really quickly and just have you take a look at that. Why do I love these filters so much? And I have, like I said, a version of this one, not this brand new one. What I love about a 360-degree filter is you're pulling the air in from all around the room, right? Odors don't always come from the front, okay? They come from the side. Okay, so here's your litter box. There's where your dog sleeps. Here's where your kitchen is, right? You have odors coming from all areas, so it makes really good sense to have a filter that works 360 degrees, pulling in that dirt and debris and all those things. You know, the things that make you sneeze, the things that, look at that stuff. Now, I want you to look at that. That's what's going in your lungs. If you don't have a way to pre-filter that out, or a large portion of it, then the majority of that is going into your lungs. This is how it works, by pulling in all that debris. And, you know, I always say, and I've not worked with Natalie before, but I'm sure she's had a little bit of warning that I'm pretty raw about this stuff. Anybody out there that's either picked something out of their nose or coughed something out of their mouth, you know what I'm talking about. It's real, okay? You know, Natalie's pregnant. She understands the real world, okay? But you know what I'm saying. Anybody that's had something, your body's a filter, right? That's what you're coughing up, is the stuff more often than not that you're breathing in the air. It's dander, it's pollen, it's little pet hairs, you know, all that stuff that floats around. The only way to really get you from breathing that in yourself is to have a filter or a filtration system that gets the bulk of that stuff out of the air. And if you think your regular AC filters and heat filters are doing that, they're not HEPA. They're not true HEPA. They don't have multiple levels of filtration. I love the remote control. You could be sitting in your chair and say, honey, would you kick on the fan? It's a little bit warm in here. And you can adjust that. You can set the timer. I love that there's the app. You got the Dyson Link app. It's a free app that actually will tell you what your personalized environment is like, right? And how to customize that. You've got an easy to read little screen right on the bottom of the Dyson as well. It oscillates, which is a huge, huge deal. I mean, you know, stuff comes from all directions. And when you're sitting in a room full of people, you want the air to spread around. I'm gonna show you, when we talk about that jet focus cooling airflow technology, I'll show you that in a moment. But that app is amazing. It's gonna track the air quality for the whole life of the filter. So you know when it's time to change out. You know the quality of your air, okay? That's an important thing. All those little things you see in there, those are the things that go in your lungs. Those are the things that make you cough. Those are the things that can make you sneeze, right? So you need to clean the air. I've always said, you know, if you can smell it, and Natalie, you know this as well, if you can smell it, you're breathing it in. So if you walk into a room and you smell dog, you're breathing in dog. If you smell stinky cat, you're breathing in stinky cat. If you smell stinky little kids' feet, you know, or hamper, you're breathing that in and you're processing that. What you want is you want a filtration system that's gonna get rid of the things like I just mentioned, and things like smoke. Watch how this smoke just disappears. And this is just as an air purifier. This is a beautiful, gorgeous, cooling fan when you need it in the summertime as well. But look at how fast that worked. And that's a very impressive right there, Natalie. All right, before I hand it back to Natalie, let me tell everybody exactly how you can get it home. First of all, you're not gonna pay $549. You're not gonna pay our price of $449. We dropped the price $110 for 1 day only. There is no shipping and handling. We'll deliver it right to your door. It's only $68 on your credit card. If $399 is too much, what about $299? Get a brand new Hsn credit card today. We'll drop $40 off that price and make it $299. That is a steal. You will have this year after year after year after year. You can put it in a corner and kind of squirrel it out of the way when you're just using it as an air purifier. But if you want to use it as a fan, you're having a party, you're having people over, put it out. Let people see it. It's the coolest thing you've ever seen. I love it. It's slender, tall design, doesn't take up a lot of space as far as in your room. You will love it. You can move it from room to room if you would like to as well. This is exclusive. You will only find it here. It comes with a 2-year warranty as well. Natalie, to me, it makes perfect sense. And what a great first air purifier that also does double duty as a cooling fan.
It truly does. And Guy, I love it. Let's get real, right? So, according to the EPA, the air inside of our homes, it's actually up to 5 times more polluted than the air outside. That's shocking to me. It's something that we don't think about because we can't see it, right? We're breathing this air all day, every single day. And here we are cleaning our countertops, our floors. But what about the air we breathe? We would never drink a glass of water if it had particles floating around in it. So I have to show you this. What you're seeing here, this is a clean filter, bright white. This dirty filter, this actually came from my 2-year-old daughter's nursery. And if this wasn't there, what would she be breathing in, right? So this has the 333, the microfibers that's pleated 333 times. So we're gonna make sure to trap and capture those allergens and pollutants, 99.97% of those as small as zero point 0.3 microns. But not only that, this also has this gray inside of here. So this is activated carbon particles. This is gonna work kind of like a sponge does to water. It's absorbing. This is gonna absorb and capture those odors that you were talking about, Guy. You know, we love our pets, but we don't love the odor that comes back inside with them. So this is a beautiful thing to truly capture all of those odors, all the bacteria, pet dander, allergens, pollutants. But not only that, in order to clean the air, this machine is also going to project that purified clean air back out into your large rooms. It does have this large loop. It is meant for those larger spaces. So it does so much so you don't even have to think about it.
I love that, you know, and that's the beauty of like a really good air purifier, is not having to think about it, right? You don't have to have it on all the time, okay? Remember, an air purifier cleans the room several times in an hour. So if you're leaving, you don't have to leave it on. You can get home and you can turn it on. You can set the timer. I mean, Natalie, what I love about this is there's so many things that Dyson does better than everybody else that make it easy on us. A lot of people are like, well, you know, then I'm gonna have to buy filter after filter. We're giving you a filter and we're giving you the backup filter. So you're not gonna have to deal with that for probably a year or two, okay? It really depends on how much you use it, you know, how dirty the environment is, all that stuff. But I love the fact that, you know, it's not gonna be a money pit for you. The design of a Dyson is absolutely beautiful. The airflow. In fact, I'm gonna step back, I'm gonna go back here and sit down. And I'm going to ask Natalie to kind of talk about what we're doing here. But we've got basically a Dyson setup over here, and we're going to put air through the back, and we're going to show you what they call the jet focus technology that gives you an idea of how it moves air from point A to point B. And I'm just going to turn on the air, and you're going to see how the air actually flows.
So Guy, relax, but watch out, right? This is pretty powerful. And what you're seeing here is the Dyson patented air multiplier technology. As I said, in order to clean air, we need to move that air. And that's the reason why this machine is so efficient at cleaning the air, because we're constantly moving it. We've used the technology of turbochargers and jet engines to move that air. And it's moving out at 77 gallons of air, that purified air, per second.
It's just crazy when I watch that, you know, and that's the thing, you know, it's funny because I as I said earlier, Natalie, I own a Dyson. I don't own this exact model. I actually I've actually had a couple of them. I had a smaller one that I actually gave to a friend of mine who needed it more than me, and then I bought one that was one of the bigger ones. What I love about it, first of all, I use it, and by the way, when I first bought mine, I just bought the cooling fan. It was just a great fan. It wasn't an air purifier. It was an oscillating, wonderful fan. I love this. The best fan I ever bought. And let me tell you, it wasn't cheap. But it was worth every penny. The one I have now, I absolutely love. I love the fact that it does all the different things that I don't have to think about, which is cleaning my air and also moving my air. And you know, Natalie, the big deal that I don't think people really get, based on our last demonstration, you can put this at one end of a room, and I'm talking about a large room, put it on oscillation, turn it on, and I am telling you, everybody in that room, and they could be 40, 50 feet away, everybody in that room will feel how nice and cool that air feels. And there's a difference, Natalie, and you know this, between a regular traditional bladed fan and what we call our no blade fan. There's no blades here, all right? Basically, they use that air movement technology. The air is drawn into the bottom. It's almost like a jet engine, and then the air is propelled through the front. I can put my hand right through here, no blades. So would you explain that principle to everybody, Natalie? Why is this a better way to create a fan rather than the old-fashioned propellers?
Absolutely. So we've engineered this to be so efficient, right? We're able to bring in up to 6 gallons of air per second at the base through this cage. So we can use that 360-degree glass HEPA filter to trap and capture 99.97% of those allergens and pollutants as small as zero point 0.3 microns. Then we're able to use that air multiplier technology. That's why we don't need those blades, right? You look at those old school box fans, they've got the dust, the dirt. We don't want to clean that, right? That's icky. And then a lot of times we turn that back on and that dust is going back into the air. This is keeping 99.97% inside the machine of the bacteria, the dust, the mold spores, the pet dander, those odors and gases. And then we're projecting that purified air back out into the room. And we truly are multiplying the air. And like you said, Guy, everyone can feel it. You can put this on auto mode. So in auto mode, it's automatically going to turn on and off depending upon when it senses any pollution in the room. And it's going to monitor that good air quality. And it doesn't matter where the pollution is coming from. In this image here, you can see that smoke. It's all the way in the upper right-hand corner, that far corner of the room. But this is going to continue to sense. It's going to react. It's going to purify. And then it's going to report it back to your Dyson Link app. So this truly does it all, and we take care of you.
You know, one of the things I really love about it too is the style and the shape of it. Because like I said, I've probably owned 10 maybe air purifiers over the last probably 15, 20 years. I love them all. I've never complained about any one of them, but some of them are a little clunky. Some of them aren't, they really have, there's no aesthetic to them at all, so you kind of hide them. When you have a Dyson, you put this out, all right? You want people to look at this because it's very artistic. I think of this and I think this thing should be in the Guggenheim. I mean, it's like, it is that incredibly well styled. It doesn't take up a lot of space. It's not bulky. As you're looking at the white right there, you can see we've got it on oscillation. So you could put this literally in any area of your room. You could put it in a corner instead of a plant or instead of a piece of art. Put it in a corner. As long as it's got a little room to pull in the air from the back, you're good to go. I think that's why people love it, is it's like furniture that has an incredibly wonderful hidden secret. It cleans the air several times in an hour. It cools the air. You know, I know for most of you right now, you're saying, Guy, it's March. Yeah, well, come talk to me in a couple of months when you're sweating your butt off and you are getting killed with AC bills, okay? And you know what I'm talking about. You think, look at the price of gas right now. Do you think your utility bills are gonna be higher this summer? Dang right they're gonna be higher, right? We don't see, this is not a short-term thing. It's gonna last for months and months. So anybody right now that can, economize and find a way to keep their houses cooler, and let me give you an idea. The amount of money you spend every month on AC, I mean, I know what I spend. Let me just tell you, my electric bill now, because we're kind of in mid-season here, it's like winter's over, because I actually used the heat a couple times this year, but it's like, my bill is $130. I have a 2,000 square foot house, just about. All right, in the summer, it's $450, okay? So my bill, it almost triples, and I'm sure your bills probably do the same thing. What you wanna do is find a way to be able to cool your room, because AC is so expensive versus running this machine. This is much more economical. So rather than hit your AC, which has to air condition your whole house, put this in the room you're in. All right? I've even taken my Dyson fan and I've brought it outside of my deck on a nice day because I'm like, I need a breeze out here. And it's amazing how it covers the entire deck. That's because of that amazing intake and that amazing airflow technology, that jet focus that we talk about. So twofold, air purification to the best level, and then the best way to be able to move air to keep you nice and cool. Comes with a 2-year warranty. Again, today if you buy it, lowest price we can find anywhere, by $110. That's $110 less than our price, okay? If you try to find it at retail, you could spend over $500, close to $600 on this. And then you gotta buy another filter down the road, it's another $70. We're giving you not only the filter that comes with it, we're also giving you a backup. So we're giving you 2 filters, one for the machine and then one when you need to replace it. And as I said before, it really depends on the amount of use. The original one that I had, I think I had the filter in there for 1.5 years. You know, I looked at it, I could tell by looking at it. My house isn't that big. I wasn't using it on a 24-hour basis, so it really depends. And then you can buy filters online here at HSN, no problem. So $339, only $68 on your credit card. Pat, let's put up the $40 HSN card offer, because that drops this to $299. It's the best price anywhere, all right? If you can get a Dyson home like this for $299, you jump on it, okay? So get it home, and if you need an HSN credit card, we'll hook you up. It's $40 off any product that you want to pick up today when you use it for the first time. It's our big deal weekend, so we're doing free shipping on electronics. Everything is on 5 Flex, so you don't have to break the bank. If you don't know what FlexPay is, that just means pay for one part of it. There's no interest. The only time limit is 5 months. Pay it off over 5 months. We don't know the economy sucks right now, right? We're dealing with a lot of tough times. So why pay for everything when you don't have to pay a fee to basically pay for part of it, right? It's like you get the pie, but you only pay for a slice. I love that analogy. But get it home. You're going to love it, and you're going to be excited about it. You know, that's the one thing, Natalie, we talk about aspirational. People want to get a Dyson, and we know Dysons are high quality, a little expensive, but when you can get one for $68 and you can enjoy it, and it'll save you money and probably pay for itself in 1 season or 2 because of the way, you know, the prices are going up on everything, I'd say go for it. Pull the trigger, get this thing home. You're gonna absolutely love it. 797-163. We're about halfway through the presentation, Natalie. I'm gonna hand it back to you, let you talk about whatever you want, because I think, you know, everybody has a different take on what they love their Dyson for, but I'd be curious to hear what you love about it most.
Yeah, I love the fact that this is certified by the Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America. That's huge. So this is asthma and allergy friendly. I know those of you that do have allergies, you look for this seal of approval, and it's so important to us, and we're very passionate and proud of this because we don't give it to ourselves. It's something that, you know, they test this, and it really shows that this truly works. And I have to say, since having this, you know, we have one in our bedroom, one in my daughter's room, I just find the air to be that much cleaner, that much crisper. We just had our furnace replaced this past week, and we had this on auto mode, and this automatically went from being idle to a 9, right? It stayed at that 9, went down to the 7, and I noticed that the odors, they were gone. And this is the reason why. So this truly can help in your home, whether you have pets, you know, thinking about the fact that we take over 20,000 breaths in a day. We breathe more than we do anything else, according to the American Lung Association. So we truly need to be conscious, even though we can't see it, about the air that we breathe. And the great thing, you know, I keep mentioning this machine takes care of you. It's going to tell you when it's time to change that filter. If you're using this every day for 12 hours a day for a full year, you only have to change your filter once. And it's so easy. I'm going to quickly show you. All you have to do, turn off your machine, make sure that you unplug it. You're going to press these 2 buttons on the side. You're going to remove that loop, and then we're going to take out the cage, and this is where your filter lives. So you can see, here's the filter. Yeah. Easy peasy. We're going to pop the new filter in. We're going to place this back, and then we're going to put the loop right back on top, and you're going to hear that Dyson click, right? Yeah. And we're going to turn it back on, and there you have it. You're ready to go.
You know what I love most about them? I'll be honest with you, Natalie, is when I check the filter and I look at how nasty those filters can be, and whether you're recovering from something, maybe you're pregnant, right? Maybe whatever it is, you want to breathe the cleanest possible air you can breathe. And you know, people don't realize that the air inside their home, more often than not, is dirtier than the air outside. We cook, we clean, we spray hairsprays, perfumes, we have pets. Maybe you have pest control and that's sprayed in the corners behind your refrigerator. They're spraying bug spray. All those things can affect your breathing, okay, and can affect your health. So what we want to do is we want to basically put something in between that, in between you and that. And that's what Dyson does. That's what air purification does, okay? What I love about this particular one is it could be one and done. This could be the only air purifier that you need, because remember, remember, you can move it around. It's not heavy. I mean, it weighs 8 pounds. You can move it easily from room to room. So if you want to take it into your bedroom at night, you or your partner, your hubby, wife can say, hey, let's bring that in the bedroom. Let's turn that on for a couple hours before we go to sleep so we can get that air cleaned up. You don't have to use it around the clock. It's not a money pit, okay? It's basically like when you use your washing machine, right? Although in many houses, the washing machine's running around the clock. But you know what I'm saying. Usually you do a load of laundry, you clean it up. So let's call this my load of laundry right here, all right? So when your air gets dirty, or if you have an odor, or if your pets are stinky, or your kids are stinky, turn it on. Let it run for a couple of hours. It's gonna clean that air as you go. It's gonna purify the air. It's gonna move the air. It's gonna remove the odors, okay? That's all going down there, and that's stored for the rainy day when you change out that filter in 6 months to a year. But you don't have to do it. Look at how quickly that worked. This is one of the fastest machines that I've seen to be able to rid the chamber of smoke, and this is a big chamber of smoke. It's about double the size of what we normally do. And we use smoke because smoke is pretty much one of the hardest particles to get rid of because it's so dense and so small. So you see how it works on that. Imagine how it's gonna work on that burnt popcorn smell or that burnt bacon or, you know, hey, listen, I love the smell of bacon, but I don't wanna smell it, you know, at 7 o'clock at night when I get home from work. It's fine in the morning to wake you up. So, you know, once, many, many years ago, I said to somebody, I'm like, you know what I want my house to smell like? Nothing. I said, nothing beats the smell of nothing. I want that neutral scent. I mean, I don't care if somebody walks in and like, ooh, it smells kind of like a fireplace. If I had a fire, I don't mind that, but I don't want that 24/7, right? You want your rooms to smell clean. And if you're fighting something or battling something, any kind of a cold or whatever, you want that air that you're breathing in to be as clean as you possibly can. I always say, Natalie, you wouldn't send your kids out with a big grass stain on the pant of their legs when they're going to school. You would never let them out of the house. You wouldn't drink a glass of water, and I heard you say this last night, and we talk about it all the time. If you went to a restaurant and they handed you a glass of water and there was a piece of bread floating in it, would you drink it? Absolutely not. Never, right? You'd send it back. So don't breathe stinky air, breathe clean air, right?
You got it. You got it. And this was engineered for efficient filtration and air projection. So the difference is that true HEPA, right? This, in order to be HEPA, true HEPA, it has to capture 99.97% of allergens and pollutants as small as 0.3 microns. So that's that bacteria, mold spores, pollen, pet dander, odors. And you see all of these things listed, right? It's all the stuff that we don't think about, but we're breathing it in. And you can see proof here. You know, we're making the invisible visible with this clean filter and this dirty filter that has been in my daughter's room for a little over a year. And the difference with Dyson truly is that efficiency. And I keep speaking to that because a lot of other purifiers, it's all about how quickly they work. This is about keeping those particles in the filter, making sure they don't go back out into your room, and then using that air multiplier technology to really push that purified clean air back to every single corner of your room. Because in order to clean that air, we have to move the air.
All right, so if you want to get one home, here's how you do it. I know you're looking, a lot of you are waiting. You're like, I'm going to wait to hear everything they have to say. If you want to get one home, we're going to make it easy for you, okay? You don't have to pay for the whole thing at once. We have something called FlexPay. You see it right down there where my shoes are down there. $68 is all you have to pay. Get it home. Try it out for 30 days, okay? And I always recommend people do this. Put it in a room. Maybe your kitchen or maybe in your bedroom. Put it in there. Try it for 30 days. If you don't agree that you feel better, maybe you're sleeping better. There's a variety of reasons why maybe you don't sleep well. You could be, you know, the air quality is not clean. Hey, if you got bad air, you're probably not going to be able to sleep that well, right? Especially if you've got other issues. And this isn't a medical device or nothing like that. But what it does do is it cleans your air. That I can tell you. And it cleans it really, really, really well. So if clean air is important to you, you should try this out for 30 days. $68 on your credit card. By the way, I'm gonna put up that $40 Hsn credit card offer again, because it's not often, we rarely do it at 40 bucks. If you wanna get this at $2.99 today, get a brand new Hsn credit card. We welcome you to the family. We're gonna give you 40 bucks. You get a great way to be able to purify your air and keep it clean. And if you're, oh, by the way, if you're a foodie, if you like to cook, get one of these. I'm telling you, y'all know how much I love to cook. I cook all the time. So, I got my Danny's home this weekend for a wedding. We were cooking last night. We're gonna cook on Sunday. You know, the house has always got cooking odors. This is great for people that are foodies, okay? If you love to wear your perfume, I mean, anything, think about all the stuff that's not good for you in your house. Anything that, you know, that you spray, and it could be bug spray, could be hairspray, could be anything. That's all bad for you. That's stuff that floats around in the air. If you think your air is already clean, do yourself a favor. What time is it? It's about 9:30, so the sun's out. Take a pillow, any pillow, off your sofa or your couch, and take it over to the window where the sun's shining. Smack the pillow. Ooh, look at all this stuff. Look at all the pretty sparkles coming off that. I got news for you. Those aren't sparkles. That's dust. It's dander. It's pollen. And when you breathe that, it's funny, right, Natalie? Because people don't realize that. It's like, what is that floating? Oh, it's stardust. No, it's crud. And you shouldn't be breathing it in. And every time you sit on a couch, you don't see most of it because there's no sun in there. It's floating up and you're breathing it in your nose, which is why I go back to the point of what are you picking out of your nose? It's probably part of your couch. It's probably part of your dog, right? It's something that's out there. Don't do it. We just went over 1,500 sold. Natalie, I got about a minute or so left. I'm gonna hand it back to you, kind of round it all out.
Absolutely. So again, this is our smart 2-in-1 tower. It's going to intelligently purify your large spaces all year round, but not only that, it's going to provide you that cooling fan as well. And as you said, Guy, you know, gas prices are high, grocery prices are high right now. This has such a small footprint. You can move this from room to room so you can stay cool this summer. It's going to capture and trap allergens and pollutants, 99.97% of all those icky things where we're keeping it real, right? We don't want those going back out into our rooms. It's going to keep it in this 360-degree glass HEPA filter, but that's not it. We also have that powerful air projection. It's going to project that clean, purified air, continue to circulate it, and maintain that good air quality. This machine is going to take care of you. Yeah. You can set it and forget it.
Yeah, and don't forget about Natalie about the cool factor. It's so cool, isn't it? I have so many Dyson items. I love them all because they are super cool, and they back it up with their great quality and just their great reputation. So, Natalie, wonderful job. It was so nice to meet you and work with you. Good luck throughout the rest of the day. I know we'll be seeing you probably in just about, well, like I think about an hour or so.
Soon, yeah. Thank you so much.
You bet, my pleasure. All right, if you want to get it, it's $797,163. Remember, we're giving you the extra filter to go with it. It's a $70 value, lowest price we could find anywhere. Clean the air you breathe. I've got a quick special I have to mention to you. It's this HP Stream. This is, in my opinion, the best streaming portable computer that we have, okay? It's sleek, it's powerful, it's gorgeous. It's still HP month, I believe. It's loaded with the best features. First of all, you're getting Microsoft Office for a year. You get a 14-inch high-definition backlit screen. It's Windows 11. It's Intel inside. You've got the Intel processor. It's S mode, no antivirus required. That's huge for me, okay? Never have to worry about that. 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs solid-state drive, which means it runs cooler. That's why you get a 14-hour battery. It weighs only 3 pounds. It's on sale, $379 to $299. It's free shipping and handling and flex pay. Remember, if you use an Hsn credit card, it's $259. This would be my choice. If you need a computer right now, portable computer, get it. Office, no viruses. It comes from HP, all the best brands. You're gonna love that. 795-679 is the item number. We're gonna step away. When we come back, we got 5 really cool 5 and 5 items we'll be showing you right after this.
At HSN, we love our crafters. So we're bringing you top-rated picks crafters love.
It was so easy to use.
Plus, experts will share their top tips. Join us on our next craft event on HSN. Our HSN price is a great value that we bring to you every day. We work hard and have the buying power to make sure it's a value that you'll love. So go ahead, treat yourself with the confidence to buy now at the HSN price. Get the best deals on the things you love with the HSN card. As an HSN card VIP, you'll get all kinds of perks, like 12-month VIP financing on select items, plus extra flex on beauty, jewelry, shoe, and fashion purchases all day, every day. And at least 8 VIP savings events a year. Includes fraud protection, and there's no annual fee. Apply now and instantly get $40 off when you're approved. Call 1-800-695-1418 or visit hsn.com/HSN card.
All right, so we do a little thing here called 5 and 5, where we have 5 really, really cool items that we want to show you. We're not going to do full presentations on them, but we love them. So I'm going to start you off with the garden kneeler. I love this thing. I bought, let's see, I've got 1, 2, I bought 3 of them. Gave one to Danny. Danny's another hard word to say when you have laryngitis. I gave one to Danny. I own one. What's so cool about it is you go out, it holds up to 250 pounds. When you're out in your garden, you grab it, you kneel on it, now you can work your garden. And then the cool thing is too, you spin it around, now you've got a bench. Check out the footage here. So here she is, she's walking out, doesn't want to hurt her knees, right? Get all nasty, dirty, scratchy, brings it out, and now she can trim her plants, do all kinds of things. If you need to do any task that's down low, even if you're down there taking care of your kids, right, and you're a grandparent, here's the fun part. Flip it around, you got a bench. Holds up to 250 pounds. I bought it because I wash my car tires with it. Just like that, I sit down, my bucket between my legs, and I wash my car tires. I think we only have it available, Pat, left in the green. Okay, if you want to get it, 20 bucks, all right? Perfect way to be able to do it. And you'll use it for other things, painting, cleaning, all that stuff. That is our garden kneeler. Okay. One of my favorite all-time items right here, too. It's hard. This is one of those shows where I love everything, okay? This is our reusable, what we call alien strips. These things are the most amazing product. Whatever you want to stick one thing to another and you don't want to use glue, use alien strips. It's nanotechnology. They're actually suction cups. I've never seen any kind of tape or glue that works on brick or cement or stucco. This stuff is amazing, and it's reusable. You can hang pictures with it. So what you're gonna get is a 210 pack. We give you 105 of the larger strips, and then we give you 105 of the medium-sized strips. This is how they work. All you do is peel it away. It's double-sided, perfect for runners, for rugs, anything you need to hang. You can inside mirrors, shower. That's how I use it. Rugs, runners, mats, perfect for that. You can use it for your phone in your car. It does not leave a mark. There's no residue, there's no glue. Use it over and over and over. $19.95 gets you 210 of these, probably more than you'll ever need. All right. Whew. Take a breath, guy. Pace yourself. So let's talk about Bionic Lights. So what are these all about? Well, Bionic Lights are a super cool light that you can stick absolutely anywhere. They are totally cordless. They're magnetic, so you can situate the light anywhere you want, up or down. They're ideal if you want to put them in a pantry, in an entryway. They have 3 settings. One is on, which I showed you. One is off in the middle. The other is motion, which means if you want to put these under a cabinet, open up the cabinet, light turns on. Close the cabinet, light turns off. If you want to pull it away and use it as a flashlight, you can do that as well to look inside drawers or under your car seat if you lost something. If you want them in a closet or a pantry where you don't have existing light, put them in the automatic mode. Turns on as soon as it senses motion. When you walk away, it turns off. Perfect. I love the fact that they're magnetic as well. 697-874. And by the way, 3 of them for $23.95. Okay. Own it. Windshield Umbrella, super cool. So here's what you do with this guy. You know how sometimes you get those little fancy kind of like you got to pop them open and twist them and try to, get them up in your windshield? Wouldn't it be cool if somebody created like an elongated rectangular umbrella that just fits? This one does. All you do is pop it up and pop it down. You've got that reflective side on one side, and then look, there it is. There's my windshield. And by the way, it fits any car, SUV, truck. So here's, when you get out of your car, you just fold it up. It goes in its little bag, right? Stick it under the seat. When you get in the car, or when you're leaving the car and you want to make sure the car stays cool, you just pop it open. That's all you need to do. and it locks, and then it sits, right? And then you can put the visors down, and it sits right there, and it reflects all the light. It's absolutely brilliant. It comes to us from Sharper Image, so you know and expect that it's gonna be a super cool item. And I believe we have some colors available. And then finally, and you just saw this a moment ago, I want to remind you of our GPX projector. So $139.99. Pat, how many? 300 gone? Over 300 gone in my airing in the last hour. This is a full-out projector system, 130-inch screen included. We're giving you the 130 screen. You don't need the screen if you want to do it up on outside of a wall or on your garage. Imagine the kids being able to watch a movie outside. It comes with a jumbo jammin' Bluetooth speaker. Nothing extra to buy. You can watch the big game. You can stream on it. You can plug your Roku into it. There's HDMI, you can connect it to a TV, you can watch the big game, super game, the big bowl game, baseball, NCAA teams, golf, you can watch that all outside. Kids can use it as a gaming screen. It's 130 inches. The biggest TV I carry here, 85. That's 45 inches bigger. That's huge. Anyway, you get everything you need, including the remote control. The item number is 760591 if you want to pick that up. All right, that's our 5 and 5. Enjoy. All right. Guys, I'm just gonna grab my water real quick, because you gotta hydrate. You know what I mean? I mean, that's the key. Especially when you got borderline laryngitis. Anyway, let's talk about our next item. So, I was just talking with our friend Colette, who's our model, showing it today, and I know she works in Pilates and has all kinds of great information. And we were talking about who would benefit from this, and I said, you know what? Pretty much anybody that has any kind of soreness or tension or wants a really, really good stretch. And I thought immediately of like seniors out there who maybe can't get out of the house like my mom, but wants to lay down on her bed and get a really good stretch. The key to it is, and by the way, it's a customer pick. With almost every review is 5 stars. The key to this is you are actually getting almost like a massage. It's almost like a massage and yoga at the same time. It uses these opening and closing air chambers to actually, and they're graduated throughout down along your spine and under your tailbone. And it actually, by expanding and contraction, it moves the body and helps to elongate and give you a great stretch in your back. And I know a lot of people that, especially people that are hurt or people that are seniors, they can't use an inversion table. It's a little too intense for them. You lay down, you get a great stretch with this. There are 6 built-in soothing stretches. You have heat built into this, so there's nothing better than a stretch combined with heat. Makes you feel so good. There's a hand controller, so you can control all that with your hand. You get an amazing stretch. It feels so good. It folds for storage, and it comes from a company that I absolutely love, which is Homedics. This is the only airing of the day. Let me introduce you to our special guest. It's Lisa Kirshner, who is a wellness. Oh, it's Vonabelle. I'm sorry. Is it Vonabelle? It's Vonabelle. I'm so sorry. I had Lisa written down. It's Well, here's another incredible wellness expert. Vonabelle Sherman is with us. Hi, Vonabelle. Sorry for the confusion.
Hi. No, well, that's rightfully so, because usually it is Lisa, but Lisa's away this weekend. So I'm filling in for Lisa, and I'm so happy to bring you a Homedics product because they've been around for over 3 decades, give great health and wellness products. Now, this one is a little bit different. Now, we had another version of this, but it didn't have heat. Homedics incorporated heat, and heat is phenomenal because once that goes in, you feel it deeply into your muscles and your joints, and it helps you relax. And now add that to the stretching that happens. Now, this stretch mat might be something that you add to your existing workout, but it's also a great workout all by itself. And I encourage you to use this every day, if not twice a day. It's a great way to wake up and get your muscles going, but also incredibly relaxing in the evening. 6 programs. And what's nice is you can go in and out of any program. You can do one that's simple and then go, well, I can handle that one, and stop and start and go into any other program. That makes the massage and relaxing of this infinite in choices. Now, we do have your remote here. It's going to be easy because it is attached, so you won't lose it. And it also folds for storage. So if you're thinking, well, this looks great, what do I do with when I'm not using it? 1, 2, 3, and it folds, and it has hook and loop. So then you can store it anywhere. Now I'm going to turn it on. It's so easy. Turn it on there. Turn on your heat. You'll know that because it illuminates red. I'm going to put it on the first one. So we have twist, energize, stretch, unwind, flow. All of those do a little bit differently in their inflation and deflation of the balloons that are in here. See this going up here? Look at that. That is your neck and your upper back being massaged and stretched. We also give you a head pillow. Now the head pillow is important because some people will want this under their neck, but if you're a little bit taller, add it to the top of your mat, and then you get that extra strength. Now I'm actually going to get on here. So you will notice that it has a very specific shape. It has the up here, that's for your legs. As you lay down, and I have this on twist. So twist is dynamic inflation and deflation. It twists the hips and the shoulders, but then flow is progressive stretches. Now, many people will do exercise, but they forget to stretch. Stretch is its own exercise. I want you to know that. If you're not exercising, oh, well, is that really exercise? Yes, it is. Right now, this lifted my hip. So if I could put a string here on my solar plexus, what's happening is I'm being lifted here. So I'm stretching. I'm lifting the rib cage, which is so important. It's great for digestion, helps stretch all of those muscles out, which is an exercise just in itself. But it can be added as something as a before and after. It also can be recovery because this also has heat. So imagine any other heat that you've enjoyed. This is included in there. It's lifting my hips now. So the thigh is being lifted. So important. Recover has varied tempos, and then unwind is a combination. So guys, this is really a wonderful tool to have at home, and it's self-care at home. It's a spa experience without having to go to the spa or have that spa expense. What's happening is you have inflation and deflation in 6 different programs that give you. So that's Colette. Now take a look at what Colette's happening here. She's having that inflation. I can see that her rib cage is lifted, that exercise. Now, what's happening is neck, lower lumbar, mid back, glutes, hip flexors, they're all getting exercise through stretching. It feels amazing. The benefits and results feel really good. And you can do this in your bed or the floor. So if you can't get down on the floor, that's fine. Put it on your bed and use it there. And then when you're not using it, tuck it under your bed because it does have that trifold ability and stores easily. Isn't this great, guys?
I'm mesmerized. Why? You know, I've aired this one time before, and it was a while back, and I remember sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, this would be an amazing thing to have at home. And then I thought, my mother, who's in her late 80s, who does not get to move very much, this would be perfect for her. Like I be honest, I could never put my mother on an inversion table, right? She's 89 years old, but this she could use, Vonabelle, because she could put it right on her bed, and she could get that stretch. I mean, she's even at a point where she can't even really go for a massage because, you know, you get to be in your late 80s, early 90s, you know, and you're kind of home all the time. This would be a way for her to get a great stretch. And I love that it's subtle. You know, it's not like, sometimes massage can be a little rough. This is very, very subtle, Vonabelle, soft, and this is how it inflates. And then afterwards, it almost sounds like it's exhaling. You can hear it. Hear that? That's the air going back down. So it's very subtle.
Yeah, now here's the nice thing. It can be subtle or it can be a little stronger. So if you are somebody in your 40s, 50s, 60s, and you work out, now I work out and I always put a big emphasis on stretch, and people at the Health Club are always amazed at my stretch because they work so hard on muscles. I work on stretch. Why? Because as you age, it gives you mobility, and mobility gives you stability. How many people, as they age, they become a little bit unstable because they lost that mobility, and this will give you that. And maybe it's even the doctor says, hey, I need you to do some stretches, and you were like, okay, that's great. Where do I start? You start with having a mat like this, because what's happened, do you see how high this is? Did you see? Look, and there, it's in deflating, so it is like breathing and exhaling, but it does do the work for you. So it is a treat in that when you lay on it, it does all the motions. And now there is a setting that does one shoulder at the time that will inflate, tipping you one way, deflate, tipping you the other. And all you do is lay on it, turn it on, get that heat on, and then you will see, and you can see how comfortable it is. So I don't have to do the work. I can sit and enjoy. I can have that moment to take a breath. Now this is lifting this part of my hip. Can you see that? Now it's doing the other hip. So it does the exercise for you, and then you can lean into it, breathe, and stretch, because stretch is really important for our bodies. and you're getting 6 programs and also 3 different intensities. So if when you first get on it and you pick a program, then pick, do you want it on low? Do you want it on medium? Or do you want it on high? And it may be when you get on, you tried low and you were like, oh, I can manage this easy. With the remote that is attached, so you're not losing it, you can choose to go to the next level. Now this is on 2 and it's lifting my shoulder here. It feels great at my shoulder blade. If you want to go higher, with a push of a button, you can do low, medium, and high. So you don't have to have a second person with you. This is something you can do all on your own, no matter your age, no matter your health, no matter your ability.
Yeah.
You can have mobility, which will give you stability, Guy.
You know, I'm watching you use it, and I've been watching Colette use it here. And what I noticed about it, first of all, it's easy to store, you know, as versus a massage table, which good luck trying to store that. It just folds in half. You could slide it right under the bed or put it in a closet. But what I love about it is, as I was watching Ivana Bell and as I've been watching Colette, you know, as humans, we all have a natural sort of a contour to our bodies, starting at the bottom of our feet all the way up to behind our necks and our heads. And what I love about this mat, this is a good close-up of it, you see how it goes to the contours of the body, and then it fills and it pushes the body in its natural position to give you a stretch and an elongation. So it's very similar, like what I know when my son Danny comes home, he's like, Dad, crack my back, you know, but which I'm never really nuts about doing, but you know, he likes to get it done. But I know in the beginning, I just lean him back because it's the natural curve of his back. And what's nice about this is I watch Colette, she gets the support in the neck, and then she can adjust any of those points along her body where if she raises, the spine is going to elongate. You're going to get a really good stretch, and you get it pretty much from your neck all the way to your tailbone, those places where you get the kinks and you get those sore spots. And it's an opportunity for people, especially like I said, if you're a senior or maybe you hurt yourself, you got a bum knee and you just want to get a stretch, right? You haven't been out in a while. It's a way to be able to do it in the comfort of your own home. I read the reviews, 7 out of 10, perfect 5-star reviews, all right? It's a customer pick on hsn.com. I know it's, you know, it's not the cheapest item out there. I mean, yeah, it's $239. It is on sale today, but what would you pay to just feel good, right? I mean, a massage, what's a massage? Call it $100, right? You're gonna spend $100, $150 on a massage. You can do this at your own home, and a lot of people don't have a way to get to a massage, right? A lot of people don't drive anymore, right? Or they don't want to waste the gas. They want to do it in their own house. I mean, this is a great stretch, almost like a yoga-like stretch. And the reason I say that is because the mat actually sounds like it's breathing when it exhales. It's very zen. It's kind of pretty cool to listen to and to feel. So I think you can kind of quiet your mind down, lay on this thing, and get a really, really good comfortable stretch. And Vonabelle, for some people, that may be the first time that they've actually moved or stretched in years, right?
Yeah, and if you're in that position, that's okay. But what I do is I encourage you to use it in the morning as a way to wake up. Let the heat go into your body, because this also has heat. Relax the muscles. You really feel it deeply into your muscles. When you do that, of course, you elongate the muscles, which is our goal. That's how you get mobility and stability. And then it also contracts them, which makes you more stable on your feet, feeling better. But also maybe you had a long day. And as I'm talking, I'm leaving this go so you can watch the inflation and deflation. See the alternate inflation deflation there? That's a different program. So say it's the end of the day and you have a job where you're sitting at that chair all day and you find yourself hunched over, your back hurts. Well, there is a program to help extend your spine, feel better, change the angle of it, relax, because the heat really helps you do that mentally as well as physically. But also some people have trouble sleeping, getting on this mat before bed, having that heat, having the exercise be done for you through the inflation. Do you see how high this is right here? So that would be a hip flexor, elongating that hip so that you can move better, because many injuries happen in the lower back. You feel that in your lower back, your mid back, your shoulders, because that's how Homedics made this. And you can watch Colette go up and down. So what happens with this mat is it does inflation, stretching all the muscles individually, by the way, stretching your upper back, your lower back, your lumbar, your hip flexors, giving you not only a spa experience, but actually something with benefit because it's stretching the muscles. And stretching is a form of exercise. Yeah. Now, with two therapies, one being the heat, The second being the stretch. You're actually getting two benefits, two efficacies. And whenever you put two things together, you actually enhance each benefit better because they work together. And that's what you get with this. And it is Homedics. They've been over 3 decades giving you great health and wellness. You can also see how easy this is to read. I like how they did that. Intensity, it's clear. Programs is clear. You're off and on, and your heat. When the heat is on, it illuminates. And Guy, that's a great shot. You can see that mat was totally flat. Now it's risen with the inflation balloons, and then it drops you down gently, and you choose with the 6 programs what you want to benefit you the best. A lot of choices. And remember, this is true exercise because stretching is, it's air, flexion in the air chambers, and then relaxing. It's just like being at one of those exercise classes, Guy.
It's the coolest thing. It really is. And I love the fact that it affords everybody an opportunity to feel better, to feel good. Donna Bell, great job. Thank you so much. I appreciate you stepping in. Colette, thank you as well. Appreciate you guys showing our wonderful mat for us. If you'd like to get it at 728-909. And by the way, $199 if you get a brand new Hsn credit card. We'll take $40 off. So take advantage. It's a huge customer pick. Stand by. We got, and hang with us. We got great people coming your way. Who is it? Is it Debbie and Marlo? What? Debbie D and Marlo are coming your way next. I'll see you tomorrow at noon. Take care, everybody.
Big deal weekend.
Yes,
Hi, everybody. Good morning.